All right, let's go through this practice. This is practice for substitution and elimination, section 3.2. Your assessment tomorrow will be very similar. There'll be 4 substitution and 4 elimination. As I told you yesterday, you're going to be able to do 3 of them. So the other one that looks like, I don't think I can get that one, you don't have to do. Is that clear, everybody? I'll remind you tomorrow when we do take the assessment. All right. Substitution is we solve for one single variable and sub it in for the other. So this first one right here is in good shape for us because we have it solved for y already right here, don't we? Y is equal to that. Well, here's the other equation, so I'm just going to say negative x minus 3 is equal to 2x plus 3. So the other equation was already solved for y right here. And all I really needed to do was plug it in. And of course I have it in a variable in one term now. So what I'm going to do is subtract 2x from this side. That'll give me negative 3x. I'm going to plus 3 on this side, which will give me 6 on this side. I'm just solving here. Divide by negative 3, of course, now. And my x is equal to negative 2. Remember, I'm going to look for an xy coordinate here. So your x is negative 2. Now, I think the easiest one to do would probably be this bottom one. Plug negative 2 into there. Negative 2 times 2 would give me negative 4 plus 3. So my y is negative 1. Number 1, is everybody okay? Anybody else get those answers?
I did.
Oh, that's fantastic. Still moving on with substitution on number 2 here. Remember, one thing we talked about as far as substituting, you want to solve for singles here. Okay, there's a single x and there's a single x, isn't it? It doesn't matter which one, I'll do the top one, so I'll take that over. So x is equal to negative 2y plus 2. Taking this to this side. Now I'm going to plug that into the bottom one here. I'm going to put this in parentheses because just in case. Okay, but I've solved for x. X has no number in front of it, so really it's just going to be negative 2y plus 2 minus 2y equals 6. I'm going to get negative 4y. Combining those, I'm going to subtract 2. Negative 4y is going to be equal to 4. So my y is negative 1. So again, I'm looking for an xy coordinate here. My y is negative 1. Let me get rid of some of this. Doesn't matter which one we plug it in. We've talked about that over and over. Let's do the top one. We're going to have x plus 2 times negative 1 equals 2. So x minus 2 equals 2. If I add 2 to both sides, it looks like my x is 4 and my y is negative 1. Correct me if someone gets a different answer, they think I'm wrong, let me know. Does that look good?
Yep, got it right.
Good. How we doing? Everybody else okay? Continuing on with substitution. Now they get a little harder as we move on. This guy right here, number 3. Looks like I would solve for that y. Would you all agree? Because that's the only single up there. If you get into the others, you're going to get some fractions. Take that 3 to the other side. We're going to have y equals minus 3x minus 20. Definitely going to put that in brackets because I got to put that right here. I'm going to have 2x minus 7 minus 3x minus 20, okay, equals 2. So we subbed in what y was equal to. We got some work to do here. 2x, that's going to give me minus, well, let's go, it's going to give me positive 21x. That's going to give me plus 140 equals 2. So I'm going to end up with 23x. I got to distribute this 7, everybody. Okay? So make sure you distribute there.
I have a question.
Yep,
Is that -7, would that be a Y? Does the Y not?
the y is right here. This is the y, yes. There's your y. -7, and that's my y. That's what I subbed in for.
Oh, I'm sorry, okay.
You're good. I am going to minus 140, minus 140, and I'm gonna get 23 is equal to negative 138. Divide by 23. I think it goes in there evenly, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It is -6.
Good job.
So my x is -6, so there's part of it. Let's go back up and see where we want to use to find. I'll probably use this one here. I guess it doesn't matter. This one's probably a little easier, isn't it? The bottom one. Why is the bottom one a little easier? Because, well, it doesn't matter. We're solving for y, right? So I do think the bottom one's a little easier, just because already y by itself, isn't it?
Yeah.
-6 times 3 would give me -18 plus y equals -20. I'm gonna plus 18 and plus 18. So it looks like my y is -2. Ladies, we getting that?
Yeah.
You guys are getting what I'm getting? You know what they call that? They call that a good thing for you.
Yeah.
Not that I don't make a mistake, but occasionally I do, but you're doing fine. Everybody still good? All right, we're gonna work with this guy right here. What do I wanna solve for? If I'm looking at that one, the only thing I'm gonna try to get is that x by itself, right? Does everybody understand that concept? Because I don't want any other bunch of numbers with fractions. So solving there, take that 2y to the other side, it's gonna be positive. Okay, so there's what my x is equal to, 2y minus 3. That's gonna go in right here. Let's start a new equation, it's gonna be 5. Now, we're gonna sub in there. Minus 4y equals 9. Everybody okay? So I took the bottom one here, solved for that x, plugged it in here. Distribute. 10y, don't forget it's got to go over to 3, 2, minus 15, minus 4y equals 9. I'm going to have 6y on this side. If I plus 15, I'm going to have 6y equals 24. Divide by 6. Looks like my y is 4. Looks like my y is 4. We're working with this problem right here. I don't want to be a little bit confusing. We got a lot of stuff going on right here. So this y is 4. Plug in right here. It's going to be x minus 8 equals -3. I'm going to plus 8, so it looks like it is what? 5. Your x is 5.
Yep.
Fantastic. There we go. Substitution, the 4 substitution problems. How are we doing? Everybody good? We spent quite a bit of time on this. I'm hoping you're feeling pretty good about it. To me, substitution can be a little harder than elimination. I prefer elimination. So let's head to the elimination now. Remember elimination. We've got to get the same number, but different signs. Sometimes we'll have to multiply. I look at number 5, and I think eliminate the y's. Because they already have the same number, I just got to get a different sign. So let's leave the top one as it is. 2x plus y equals -8. We're going to take this bottom one and multiply by -1. So we're going to get -6x negative y equals -4. Now we're ready to add straight down. We get -4x, eliminate -12. Divide by -4. Go ahead. Oh. We should have it down already.
Trying to do it right.
good answer.
Very good. Alright, thank you. Proceed.
Divide by -4, you're gonna get your x at +3. +3. I'll look up there, it doesn't matter. This one's probably easy. 2 times x there is gonna give me 6, right? 2 times 3 gives me 6, plus y equals -8, -6 minus 6, so it looks like my y is -14. -14.
I accidentally
Yeah, you
did,
got it wrong.
yeah, I accidentally did substitution instead of elimination.
Okay,
I just got,
what's that?
I just.
I think that's right.
I believe, yeah.
So if you do substitution instead of elimination, you'll just go like a decimal or something.
No, you'll get the same answer. You'll get the same answer.
I got a decimal for both there.
You have to isolate that to the value first. I'm gonna post this on Canvas as a video, so those of you who wanna study it later, it's up there. Okay, so now you should be fine. All right, what are we gonna do here? What do you wanna eliminate here? X's or the Y's?
X's.
Okay, let's go with the X's. I'm gonna multiply the top by what?
5.
Okay, and then I'm gonna multiply the bottom by
-2.
-2. All right, I'm good with that. So I'm gonna get 10x, right, on the top. I'm gonna get plus 15y, and I'm gonna get equal to -80, is that right? The bottom, I'm gonna get minus 10x, that's what we want, same number. Plus 20y, and I'm gonna get -60 here, is that correct?
Yep.
Now I'm ready to add straight down, good enough. Those are gone. I get 35y equals -140. I assume it goes in there evenly, I think 4 times, is that right? So my y divided by 35 is gonna be, my y is -4. All right, back up to the top here, I'm gonna erase what we got. So now we're ready to plug in and solve for our x value here, wherever that may be. So y looks like okay right here. I'm gonna try this one, -4. So I'm gonna have 2x minus 12 equals -16. Is everybody okay with that? If I plus 12 on this side, I'm gonna get 2x equals -4, divide by 2, I'm gonna get my x at -2. So -4, -2 is the answers for 6.
Should they be flipped? Shouldn't it be -2?
Yeah, I'm sorry, thank you. Thanks for fixing me there. I put the y first and it needs to be the x, thank you. So the x is -2 and the y is -4. There we go, thanks for that. Yes,
I don't see on the next lesson did substitution again, and I got the same.
you're gonna, okay? Let's make one thing clear. They're both methods are gonna give you the same answer always. Okay? Both methods are gonna give you the same answer. Always, always, always. All right. Moving on here. What do you propose? I kind of like the y's myself. I like the y's because I only have to multiply one equation by something, right? And I already have different signs. Keep the top one the same. And the bottom one, we're gonna multiply by 7. 21x plus 7y equals -140. 23x, gone. -138. This look familiar? We just kind of had this one a little bit ago. If you notice 7 and I think 3, I think it might be the exact same problem. Anybody have it looking at it, you can tell. Divide by 23, and my x is what? -6, okay? Plug that back in and get your y value at, yeah, I think it was the same as this
Yes.
problem. right there. So that is number 3. But one we did by elimination and one we did by substitution. So your y here is -2. How we doing, everybody okay? Now, when you do elimination, make sure, we need the same number and different signs. Everybody got that? The other thing that I didn't emphasize probably enough is you gotta have things lined up. So this one's okay. I have the y's, I have the equals, I have the x. Is that clear? Now, this one's really pretty slick already, because if I add straight down, what do I get on this side? 2y equals, if I add straight down, what happens to the x's? They're eliminated. Equals 8, had chicken pot pie from KFC, $5 fill-up. That was yesterday for dinner. So I was going through, I got $5 fill-up for KFC, so I thought I just went for $10 fill-up. So I got the chicken pot pie and chicken tenders, I ate them both. Divide by 2, I get y equals 4. So there's part, but remember, we gotta get both of those things. So I'll probably just plug it in right here. It seems to be simple. Would you agree? 4 plus 5 gives me 9, and that's what I just plugged in for the wrong thing there. Hang on. We have y, right? So my y is 4. I did the wrong thing. My y is 4, and it's equal to x plus 5, so -5 minus 5. My x is -1. Caught myself there. Be careful, you saw what I just did, and that can happen to you too. So take your time when you go and get both of them, get both of them. Make sure you don't both that up. All right, you ready? You feel like you're ready for it?
Yes.
Fantastic.